How's it going, guys? Equal here, and welcome back to week 8 of the PGL. This week we're up against Kelly and the Detroit Cabalions. Kelly is an awesome guy, and you should definitely check him out, or I will be upset because he's a cool dude. We did have a battle up last week. I'm going to go over that very briefly now. So last week we played Anesta and his Cabalions. It was a rematch. And I built a really solid team. It was a really good team. And I lost him. I lost him 5-0. And I'm not deliberately not uploading it because I'm afraid of admitting that I lost 5-0, because I'm not, I lost to C 5-0. And Nesta's a really good battler, so I'm not afraid to admit that I lost. But I'm not uploading it because my commentary was absolute crap. We had to record that on the Tuesday. And Anesta's 3DS is broken, so we had to record it on Showdown, which makes me... I don't like battling on Showdown very much. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. So I wasn't really all too happy with that. On top of that, it was the hottest day of the year. It was 35 degrees C. And I was leaving for a trip through Wednesday, Friday, very early the next morning, and we agreed to battle something like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock here, and we got delayed like 2 hours, and I was just not having a good day, and I just had a crappy battle, and I had a crappy commentary, and I just don't want to upload it because I don't want you guys to see that. I could re-record it, but it's a bit late now, and I couldn't actually record anything until Monday because I didn't get back until Friday evening, and then on the weekends there's everyone in my house, so I can't record. I don't have the right frame of mind for recording, so a lot of stuff went on with that. But there was no battle last week. All that you need to know is that I lost 5-0. I'm happy to admit that. I'm proud to admit that. I don't care. Anesta brought the exact same team as last time, which threw me off a little bit. But, yeah. Anyway, this week we're up against Kelly and his Torterrapins. And I'm going to run over my team as per usual. We have Alakazam, Mega Altaria, Milotic, Gengar, Heliolisk, Mega Houndoom, Avalugg, Swallow, Claydol, Crocodile, Terrakion, and Celebi. And then his team, he's come up with some transactions recently, so I'm going to try and read this as the team that I prepared for. He has Sylveon, Victini, Hydreigon, Vaporeon, Darkrai, Rotom-Mow, Gligar, Hitmonchan, Mega Ordino, Omastar, Rufflet, and Jirachi. As per usual, the first thing that I look at in a draft is speed. His fastest mon is Darkrai at 125, which speed ties with Swallow. His next fastest are his Pixies, Jirachi and Victini in 100. Speed control, or speed, is not really Kelly's strong suit in this draft. He's going to have to rely on Scarfers to outspeed most of my mons, because most of my mons are above 110 or above 100. So that's going to be an advantage on my part. Speed control is great, although to be honest, he has 3 mons that he can easily Scarf on this draft, being Victini, Hydreigon, and Jirachi. And Rotom-Mow, I suppose, but I don't think he would run Scarf for Rotom-Mow. He's more likely to run Specs. So yeah, in Victini, Hydreigon, and Jirachi. So I have to be wary of those. But it's not the end of the world, If they come in on anything faster than them, I know they're Scarfed. Because my draft is full of really fast, really hard hitters, so we'll know if they come in on us that they are confident about outspeeding us. So yeah. So yeah, that's his speed. The next thing that I notice is that he has 2 fairies, and he's very fond of these fairies. He's got Larry, his Mega Ordino, who he's brought once, but he only recently acquired it. I think he acquired it like 2-3 weeks ago, something like that. And then Sylveon. Sylveon's a very scary Pokemon, especially for my draft. Our poison type is Gengar, who is a special attacker, and Sylveon is a special defender. We don't have a steel type, so I can't hit that on the physical side very hard. So Sylveon's a little bit of an issue for us. So, you know, and he has been known to run both fairies at the same time. If he runs both fairies, we're in a wee bit of a pickle. I don't think he's bringing Darkrai. He has no reason to. We have Terrakion, we have Mega Altaria, we have Crocodile, which can run Superpower. You know, he's not going to bring Darkrai. I don't think he's not going to bring Rufflet. He's not going to bring. I don't think he's going to bring Omastar, because I don't think it does much for him. Oh, another thing. He has 2 Hazard setup mons in Omastar and Gligar. Omastar can set up Spikes and Stealth Rock. Gligar can set up Stealth Rock, but he only has 1 Defogger, and that's in Gligar. So if we can get rid of the Gligar, we are free to set up our hazards however we want, and obviously we have hazard removal in Avalugg, as you can see from the team preview. So, you know, hazards are really going to work on our side this time. He's not got all that many mons weak to hazards, but they're going to come in very nicely for chip damage, very nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into our team. So first off, we have Rupture, our Terrakion, who is Life Orb justified with Rock Polish, Stone Edge, Close Combat, Swords Dance, with 52 into HP, 252 into attack, 8 into Special D, and 196 into speed with the Jolly Nature. So this is 196 into speed with Jolly Nature. I'm not quite sure what I speed creep with that. It must be the Pixies if they're not scarfed. I'm assuming. Because I think 168 is normally the number that you run to outspeed a max speed Pixie, because they normally max out at 167. I think it makes sense. So we outspeed those, and then 252 into attack just so that we can hit hard. 52 into HP just so that we're at an odd number, and Life Orb is you know, not dealing all that much to us. And 8 into Special D. It really doesn't matter. It really does not matter, but it's there. Why not? Fuck it. Maybe we'll live a hit from the Sylveon this way. No, we won't. So we're running Rock Polish and Swords Dance in this set. Terrakion here could be our Rock Setter, but I went against it because I wanted Rock Polish. At the time of building the team, I was a bit hesitant about the Darkrai. Terrakion completely walls the Darkrai. He gets justified, we resist Dark type moves times 4. He can't Ice Beam us because we resist that. I don't know what else Darkrai gets. Focus Blast is, you know, he's risking the miss, and Kelly always misses Focus Blasts, he says to himself. So, you know, I wanted to run Rock Polish so that we can outspeed that if it's max speed. In fact, if it's max speed Choice Scarf, I think with the Rock Polish that we outspeed, because Rock Polish raises your speed by 2. And on top of that, we outspeed the Pixies now if they're scarfed. So if we can outspeed them, we can do some crazy damage. I think, obviously, Stone Edge will OHKO the Victini, and I think Close Combat will OHKO the Jirachi because it's neutral, and Stab, and super duper powerful, but I don't know for sure. So he's just sort of, again, he does what he's supposed to do. He's going to rupture a hole in their team by hitting hard and hitting fast. That's all. Swords Dance is literally just there in case you want to get some more damage off. Probably against the Sylveon, because Sylveon's a bit of an issue, and the Vaporeon can scold us, and that's not good. So yeah, not good. But that's Terrakion. He's cool. He's there. He's mean. He's got horns on his head. We're gonna rock out. So next up we have Ploof, who is our Mega Altaria, who is a bit of a meme set. Kelly and I want to run meme sets this week because it's just a friendly battle, really. It's nothing special. And that is actually not correct. That is wrong. That should be 220 into physical defense. I changed that last minute. So Plufar Altaria, Mega Altaria, has Roost, Tailwind, Heal Bell, Body Slam with Pixelate, rocking 244 into HP, 220 into defense, 44 into speed with an Impish Nature. This thing is the bulkiest set that I could come up with. It's there to wall the Pixies, because Victini and Jirachi both hit crazy hard. So we want a lot of HP into there and a lot of physical defense. And then we have 44 into speed. 44 into speed outspeeds a non-invested Gligar. So we can wall him for days. If he wants to Toxic us, he can Toxic us, we'll heal that off. If he wants to taunt us, There's a bit of an issue, but we'll body slam into Hellamac. Does Gligar get a knockoff? If he does, that's not an issue. And he can't really Earthquake us because we're defensive. So yeah, this thing can wall the Gligar. On top of that, it can be our Cleric. It can paralyze anything if we can hit enough body slams. Apart from the Rotom, which can't get paralyzed. But Rotom's not a switch into this thing at all. What's it going to do? HP Ice me? Ha, lol. So we can paralyze anything. Preferably, again, the Pixies or the Hydreigon. Although, to be fair, if we hit the Hydreigon with a Body Slam, it's not living. Unless it's Sash. So, yeah. The only thing that this thing can't really deal with is the Jirachi if it hits hard enough. I don't know how much Night Net will do. I don't think it will kill. Let me calc that, actually, real quick. Damage calc. Let's go onto here. Mega Altaria. It doesn't have this set in here, which is dumb. We'll call it 248 into HP, doesn't really matter. Versus a Jirachi. Jirachi. So Iron Head does max 50%, which is fine. He's not going to get that all the time, that's a max roll. So we can just roost all of that back until he gets crits. So, you know, Jirachi's not too much of a threat. Plus, I'm pretty sure that the Jirachi will be Scarfed. If he's not Scarfed, then fair play to Kelly, but I'm pretty sure he will be. And so he'll be locking himself into a move, and we can just work around that. Although, to be fair, we don't do too well against Steel types, but we have Maria, so it's fine. So, that is our Mega Altaria. Oh, we have Tailwind as well, so that we can outspeed his Scarfers again. I don't know if I said that. This basically negates Terrakion's need to Rock Polish. If we can get a Tailwind off, it helps Bandito, who I'll get to in a minute. Helps Lullaby, although I don't think Lullaby will need it. Although, to be fair, Lullaby deals crazy work to his Pixies. I think he OHKOs both of them. So that's good. Good stuff. So yeah, Tailwind is there. It's nice. It's good. We'll rock out. Next up, we have Bandito, who is our Choice Scarf Moxie Crocodile with Earthquake Superpower, Stealth Rock Knockoff, 4 into HP, 252 into attack, 40 into Special D, and 212 into Speed with a Jolly Nature. I don't know why I have 40 into Special D. I actually don't know that. Probably to take a hit from the Vaporeon, because Crocodile's kind of bulky. Maybe? I don't know. Originally, this set was meant to be bulky Intimidate with leftovers. And that was there to lower the HP of Victini and Jirachi and stuff and things and stuff like that. Maybe hit him on top if we can. But I ultimately decided against that because if he's not Scarfed on his Pixies, we can outspeed them. If he's Life Orb Hydreigon, we can outspeed that now. We can do some crazy work to everything, and once Crocodile gets a Moxie boost off, it pretty much OHKOs anything. So this is the thing that I wanted to put on it again. And also, if his switch into this thing is Victini, not Victini, it's Sylveon or Vaporeon, and Intimidate's doing nothing against them. We're not living all that many hits because we're bulky and we don't have reliable recovery. So there's really no point in me running bulky. We can Pursuit Trap Sylveon and Victini. Fucking Victini and Jirachi. But I'd rather just get a Scarf knockoff off, you know? Oh yeah, Scarf knockoff off because it's stab and it does a lot of damage, and we can knock off Scarfs if we can get them on prediction. And that's good, nice stuff. So yeah, and yeah, that's it. Earthquake is just for stab. Superpower is for the Hydreigon, and anything else that we want to superpower. I don't know what we'd want to superpower. Probably nothing, but you know what? It's fine. We'll rock out. And then Stealth Rock because we don't have rocks on Terrakion, so Rocks Crocodile. I sped crap this, so we don't outspeed the Hydreigon. The next fastest thing on his roster is the Rotom, I do believe. In 86, yeah. So I went ahead and I sped crept a Scarf Rotom. So we outspeed Scarf Rotom by 1 or 2 points or whatever it is. So that's really nice. I'm actually quite proud of that. Surprising, isn't it? So yeah, we just outspeed that just minorly, so we can do some work against that. It's not going to be Fizz Def. Grass is a horrible Fizz Def typing, so, you know, no point in doing that. Next up, we have Lullaby, who is our Gengar with the Life Orb. Rocking Dazzling Gleam, Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, with 252 into Special Attack, 180 into Speed, 76 into Special D, with the Timid Nature, super duper standard. D-Gleam, Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball will hit a lot of things really hard. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna run through it right now. Sylveon, Sludge Wave, Victini, Shadow Ball, Hydreigon, D-Gleam, Darkrai would be D-Gleam, Rotom would be Sludge Wave because it's a Grass type. Gligar we don't hit super effectively, but I think that's the only thing we don't hit. Well, not the only thing, but we'll get to that in a minute. Hitmonchan gets hit with the D-Gleam. Mega Ordino gets hit with the Sludge Wave. Omastar gets hit with an Energy Ball. Rufflet doesn't get hit with anything super effectively, but it's Rufflet and its defenses are piss poor. So just a Sludge Wave or something will kill it. Jirachi gets hit with Shadow Ball. That's 10 out of his 12 Mons being hit super effectively. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. He's not bringing the Rufflet. He's not. So that's 10 out of 11 Mons we hit super effectively. Gengar's our nuke here. And Gengar is gonna hopefully get some kills. Gengar's got like no kills this entire season, so hopefully, maybe he can actually put in work this week. Let's hope so anyway. Next up we have Titanic, who is our Avalugg with Sturdy, Leftovers, Recover, Rapid Spin, Avalanche, Toxic. Same set as normal, 244 into HP, 12 into attack, and 252 into special D. Super duper standard, you know, toxic stuff, get rid of spikes, take hits in Avalanche back, and then Rapid Spin anything that we can get rid of. You know, it's a wall, it's standard, it's there, it works, I love it, it's great. He's a nice bug. And then next up we have Maria, who is a Milotic. Marvel Scale, Leftovers, Recover, Scold, Ice Beam, and Haze. 244 into HP, 228 into Defense, 36 into Speed with Bold Nature. The 36 is to outspeed the Gligar. I'd like to outspeed the Gligar if possible, just so we can wall that and Ice Beam it to hell and back. Recover there to get back HP, obviously. Skull is there for stuff like Victini, because we can tank hits from that, unless it Wild Charges or Bolt Strikes me, and that's no bueno. And then Ice Beam just for coverage again. And then Haze. Haze is to stop a potential Carmine Mega Ordino or a potential Carmine Sylveon or whatever he wants to set up. I've not run Haze on my Milotic before, so it should be interesting to see if it works out or not. I normally just go for Toxic, but maybe that's a strength for me because maybe Kelly won't see that coming, and let's hope he doesn't. But yeah, that's our team. It's nice. It's interesting. That's very interesting. That is a very interesting set on Mega Altaria, and I really hope it works. If it does, it'll be hilarious. But I'm going to be completely real. We're not going to win this battle. It's Kelly. Kelly's like joint #1 in the league or something like that. And he's just a genuinely great battler. So, you know, I'm not taking this super duper seriously. I just want to get in there, have a bit of fun, play a mate, and we'll see how it goes. Could you imagine if I won? What if I swept him 6-0 with a Body Slam, Tailwind, Roost, and Heal Bell Mega Altaria, which is defensive? Wouldn't that be something? Anyway, enough of me getting giddy and excited. I'm just happy to be playing a friend. I always get happy when I get to play mates. C was the same. I battled Kelly this week. Vinny's next week, and I'm going to love playing Vinny because it's fucking Vinny. But yeah, it's going to be great. So that wraps up this video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, be sure to click the like button because it tells me that I'm doing a good job and that you guys want to see more. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. So thank you guys. And I will talk to you later. Bye. Fucking Ploof, man, is going to destroy lives.